Hello there, as everyone is cooking their own stories about black fungus, we thought why not just talk to a top tier doctor and clear our myths and facts. So here we are today at Sarojini Devi Hospital, which is a top eye hospital in Telangana, to meet Dr. Modini. She is a surgeon and an eye specialist, and we'll talk to her now.
Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon to all the viewers.
So today I'm going to ask you this question about black fungus. What is black fungus?
Black fungus is a type of fungus. Actually, technically speaking, it is mucormycosis, which does sometimes appear black and therefore is called black. This is a fungus which grows on dead and dying tissue. It does not grow on healthy tissue, and it affects mainly the nose. It is present in the atmosphere and it enters the nose through a breath. People are also presuming that sometimes unwashed, unclean masks are masks which are being reused and reused and reused without cleaning sometimes may be housing the fungus, and it goes into the nose. And if the environment in the nose is unhealthy, then the black fungus can get rooted there and grow.
Okay. So now the panic in people is a person infected with black fungus can pass on to a healthy person.
No, black fungus is not like a cold. A person affected with black fungus will not affect another person unless the other person is also immunocompromised or is not having proper immunity. It will not pass to a healthy person from an affected person.
Okay. Not like transmissible like COVID.
No, it is not transmissible like a common cold or a viral infection. It is not. Mainly it grows in unhealthy atmosphere. So people who do not clean their noses, mouths properly, who are not taking care of personal hygiene, and who live in unsanitary conditions, where a lot of crowded places, warm and moist places, a fungus is prone to grow in those areas and will be available there so they can inhale it.
Okay. And one more thing is like unhygienic oxygen therapy during COVID or steroid is the reason for black fungus.
Oxygen per se is not unhygienic. Actually, the masks and other things used are quite cleaned and sterilized. But definitely steroids which were given in COVID by every Tom, Dick and Harry, warranted or not warranted, where the patients took home treatment by themselves, asking their neighbors, definitely they do have a role in reducing the immunity, and which can reduce the nasal immunity and allow the fungus which is inhaled to take root there.
Okay, so it is prescribed that without any prescription from an authorized doctor, you should not go with steroids.
Definitely. Steroid is a double-edged sword. Every doctor who writes it, qualified doctor who writes it with utmost care, explaining to the patient all the side effects. So definitely steroids are not to be used by yourself. It is not an over-the-counter drug.
Okay, is black fungus a post-COVID complication or it is for causing people with low immunity?
Normally, we see this fungus in people with low immunity, like renal transplant patients or any other organ transplant, where we need to give drugs which reduce the immunity so that the transplanted organ does not get rejected. So such people always, if you see them sometimes in the OP, they wear masks to avoid external infections. It is present in them, but now what has happened is there seems to be a large, widespread decrease of immunity in post-COVID patients. Maybe because of the COVID virus itself, maybe because of the steroids, and maybe because the diabetes which has come on because of the steroids, or pre-existing diabetes which went out of control because of the steroid use has predisposed to this, and we are seeing a lot of cluster of cases. We have not seen these huge numbers before. We do see on and off sometimes, but not in these numbers and not all clustered at one time.
A quick advice on early detection, how one can detect this black fungus.
First of all, if you have got COVID, and while you got COVID, if you have taken steroids and your sugar levels are not controlled, and then if you develop any nasal block or a nasal stuffiness, any bleeding from the nose, any facial pain, swelling of the cheek, swelling around the eye, swelling on the forehead, or any other symptoms of double vision, visual decrease, it is better that you go to an ENT surgeon, get your nose and sinuses checked by a simple procedure called endoscopy. So prophylactically, suppose the ENT surgeon gives you a clean chit, you need that, it means you do not have the black fungus at that stage, and if you control your sugars and keep your environment and your oral and personal hygiene up to date, you might escape from the black fungus.
Like at times when we think, when we much hear about black fungus, for personally me, and I went home and I saw, oh, is there any redness in my eyes, or do I have an itching in my eye, and we start thinking, oh, is it a black fungus? So how severe this pain should be to know that no, it is a normal thing or it is a black fungus?
Initially, it always starts in the sinus and then affects the eyes. So, as such, just redness of the eyes and itching of the eyes is not a symptom of black fungus. But I understand with the fear, that is why I said a patient who is COVID or post-COVID, in the setting of having received steroids, oxygen therapy, and also having sugars uncontrolled, who presents firstly with nasal symptoms followed by eye symptoms, is at a might be having black fungus and needs to get evaluated by an ENT.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving your time.
Thank you very much, and I hope this helps the community in general not to panic, but also to take preemptive measures and take early treatment and early checkup by ENT specialists.